By now, you probably saw the opinion piece about Dr. Jill Biden. Yes, I am aware of the AP-style guidelines about the use of doctor for qualified medical professionals in journalism. I will revisit that later. For some reason, a writer felt compelled to attack Jill Biden, who earned a doctorate in education from the University of Delaware, for using the term doctor. The piece called the usage fraudulent and comic. There were many things that bothered me about the piece: the misogyny, tone, lack of apparent understanding of doctoral programs, and a blatant level of disrespect for Dr. Biden. He literally called the next First Lady, kiddo. Given my own personal experiences with this, I wondered, what's up with insecurities that some people have about doctorates? First, let's start off with the blatant irony of it all. The writer chides Dr. Biden, who to my knowledge has not asked anyone to refer to her with the title, as if to diminish the value of her doctoral work. Her dissertation study was in the area of educational leadership and addressed issues of student retention. Her particular focus on the community college environment was refreshing and timely given the trends in higher education. The opinion writer seems to argue that only people with a degree in medicine should be called doctor. Here comes the irony. According to Merriam-Webster Online Dictionary, doctor comes from the Latin word for teacher, and originally referred to a small group of theologians who had approval from the church to speak on religious matters. Over time, the term was broadened to include medical and other professionals. timonline.com notes that the description, holder of the highest degree in a university, one who has passed all the degrees of a faculty and is thereby empowered to teach the subjects included in it, is from the late 14th century. The use of the term doctor in medicine was not as common until the latter 16th century. These days there are numerous types of degrees with doctor in the United States. I happen to have a PhD in Physical Meteorology from the Florida State University. It was attainted after a rigorous 5-year program of coursework, research, dissertation writing, and publications. The Jill Biden case reminded me of a few times people have said things like, "Oh, you aren't a real doctor, you have a PhD." Most people that say this probably mean no harm and are simplifying understanding of what a doctor is to their most common experience. After all, the average person does not encounter folks with doctoral degrees as often as they do their family doctor, dentist, or medical specialist. However, that lack of familiarity does not lessen the rigor of other doctoral programs. I think the editorial has roots in this, not a real doctor narrative, but there was something more sinister. I read it just after watching Sarah Fuller become the first woman to kick a field goal in a Power 5 college football game.